Talk-34. Brahman is the original illusion. Listeners had previously asked the question as to how the one who is without attributes could become that which is moving and that which is inanimate. This must be explained now. One must realize first and then speak. The body is bound by its own karma. Devotion is like a farm, and knowledge is like a fruit. The listener has asked that since Brahman is without attributes, how did it contain Maya inside? Brahman is eternal, and Maya is an appearance. Vedanta has two theories: Vivarta, or no cause, and Upadana, cause. Vivarta theory says that where there is nothing, for no reason one feels that there is something. And the Upadana theory says that the cause can be seen directly or evidently. For example, the product is a pitcher and the cause or base is clay. If Brahman is the direct cause of illusion, then something would be subtracted from Brahman in the creation of illusion. Consciousness, or the power to know, has become illusion. God is the cause, and illusion is the effect. There is another theory called the theory of cause and effect, put forth by dualists. They consider this objective world to be true. But this is because they have become a part of the world. They have forgotten the true self and have accepted the world to be true due to ignorance. According to Vivarta theory, the theory of no cause, illusion, which is not really existent, appears in consciousness. This illusion has appeared on Brahman. I am awake means I am in all. Even if Maya appears, Brahman is unaffected. When sugar is mixed with water, it disappears, yet it is there in the form of sweetness. In a similar way, Maya exists in Brahman in a hidden form. Has this world come out from Brahman in some other way? If it were from Brahman, there would be a loss to that extent of Brahman. It has come from Para Brahman, beyond Brahman. Just as sugar put in water gets lost, the world gets lost in Brahman. Once you approach your own nature, illusion disappears. If one separates Brahman from Para Brahman, then Brahman is called the primordial illusion, Mula Maya. Power and pure knowledge that is, Prakriti and Purusha, or Shakti and Shiva, are one and the same. Pure knowledge is a very subtle concept or thought. It is true that God has created this world, but the world exists only as long as the perishable body exists. God exists only as long as the devotee exists, and vice versa. As long as the dream lasts, the dreamer is present. However, the base of all of this is Para Brahman, where there is nothing. God has intense fear of getting destroyed. That which is without fear is Para Brahman. In this stateless state, there is no God, no man or woman, and no ignorance or knowledge. If Brahman and Para-Brahman were the same, there would have been no need at all for the prefix Para. Vivarta, or no cause, means feeling that there is something when there is nothing. We feel that there is something because of imagination. The world appears because of the awakening of concepts, and hence does not require a place to reside. The concept is the cause, and the world is the effect. God and the devotee coexist, meaning that one cannot exist without the other. God exists only when a devotee imagines him, and without God, there is no devotee. To realize truth, both knowledge and ignorance have to be eradicated. In Vedanta, it is told that there are 5 sheaths, or covers, on the self. The self is different from the 4 bodies, and beyond the self is Para Brahman. The gross body is made up of food, so it is called the cover of food. The 10 senses, the 5 vital airs, the pranas, and the mind and intellect together form the covers of the subtle. Thus, there are 3 sheaths in the subtle body. When everything is forgotten, nothing remains, and there is ignorance. This is the cover of bliss, the Anandamaya Kosha. In this cover, made up of forgetfulness, there is neither happiness nor sorrow. To enable the experience of joy, day and night have been created. If one does not get any rest and deep sleep, one does not get any joy at all. For rest is joy. During deep sleep, a beggar gets the same happiness as a king. The jiva, or individualized consciousness, gets entangled in the 5 covers, but the true owner is beyond them. Going beyond nothingness is going to knowledge. This means that pure consciousness or knowledge remains. The satisfaction one gets in the state of forgetfulness is hidden, while the satisfaction one gets in the state of consciousness is full of joy. This state of pure awareness is called by various names, like Sat Chit Ananda, Om, Narayan, Brahman of profound knowledge. When this state is also left behind, only thoughtless reality, Vijnana, remains. In this stateless state, even the sense of I am is absent. There is no scope for giving any name to this stateless state. So it is termed as Para Brahman, or beyond Brahman. We are in fact Para Brahman. If Para Brahman had become the world, then it would have undergone some distortion or change. And also it would be known even during deep sleep. But this does not happen. Prior to all is Para Brahman. Then comes knowledge, forgetfulness, intellect, mind and body in a downward progression. That which is original is Para Brahman. In Para Brahman arose the I am. In Para Brahman we do not remember ourself, nor do we forget ourself. Where there is the arising of knowledge, the universe exists in a subtle form. Hence, knowledge can be likened to a pregnant woman. It is true that God has created this illusion because it has been created by knowledge. I am. It is God's will, and hence it so happened. In the state of knowledge, illusion is untrue. This means that illusion is present in the Nirguna Brahman, or Brahman without attributes, right from the beginning. All this is so because of the will of God. As long as knowledge exists, illusion appears to be true. If in a dream you see a big elephant in a small vessel, you would say that it is not true. How then can this world be true despite the fact that you see the whole of it inside your little eyes? This is why whatever you see is not true, but absolutely false.